Welcome to a new test and teardown video. Yes, this is another one of the Nucletronics Denmark units. And this one consists of two type numbers. One is called ISX 101 and PR 101. I think this stands for printer, right? See, so there's a printer unit and then there's a main unit. And I haven't yet figured out what is this. This looks like a modification of some sort, right? And then we have this input connector, the big, fine LEMO connector. So that one fits my sensor. And yeah, we got a nice leather carrying strap. This design here looks like it's a little bit older than the other two. But you cannot really tell. How do you open this because of that wire? So I have to try and stick that in. And we got some digits up here. So what are they doing? So this is the readout unit. I mean, this one must be a lot older, right? And then you activate the different features here, and then you... Aha! So when it's closed, you can also activate... How cool is that? So look at the way this one was trashed. Really nasty bend up here. Oh yeah, here. Look at that corner. So definitely it was thrown out real bad. It looks like here in the back there were supposed to be some sort of a battery plug-in unit. See, it says here plus and minus. Maybe those two are connected to the wires in the front for external battery or power supply. I think I'll try and see if I can lift this out of the unit. I'm still, tired and angry. Oi, 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 oi. This was difficult, but it's out. There's absolutely no gap whatsoever. And now I understand why this case was bent all over the place. It's because there's no way you can get this unit in or out without causing all sorts of bended and crashed. Because there's just no space and it bites all over the place, and this one gets loose and then it breaks everything, and oh man, terrible. It's not designed to be taken out. And down here we had 4 hidden screws, and that is also what holds back everything. But anyway, I need to calm down a little bit, I think. Oh, how do we get into the circuit boards? And here is, of course, the... What? There's a spring? Funny. But that cable here is definitely a crazy mod to get access to the battery power here. And we got, quite a lot of circuit boards. And they're wire wrapped at the back of that. And... nice thick layer of coating. And what is that? Some funky looking IC. Interesting. What is that, a multi-layer board? Or is it... I can't wait to pull it a little bit more apart. Here. Let's look a little bit on the different circuit boards. So here is, of course, the high voltage part. That one is, of course, the high voltage converter. And again, transistors like that is the oscillator part of it. Here is the low voltage power supply. So this is a linear MC1569R. And you can still buy these. This one is from 1976. And yeah, we've got a little dual, is that a FET or a dual transistor or something like that? And for feedback of the high voltage, they're using 20 mega ohm. Yeah, that is how they did it. So they're measuring the output voltage and comparing something like that. This probably is a linear pre-regulator for the voltage that goes to the self-oscillating step-up part. I want you to see how they implemented the soldering of that regulator. This is a little bit untraditional, but you can see you can just solder and bend up one little wire at a time, and then you can replace that part. The layout is of course done by hand, and it contains a lot of funky details. If you are into a circuit board layout, you can see we got a few funny things. See those pins here, 3, 4, 5, and then here is where they're connected together, right? And the way that tracks go in real close to that is because they thought, hey, maybe I need space for something else, and then oops, I didn't need the space. So you can't really move the tracks back when everything is done manually. So this reveals the routing order and how it was done, all by hand. So this is a 2-layer circuit board. Again, here you see the funny looking tracks. Yeah, it definitely reveals how they've been thinking about the design. I got this I think is the printout. This is handling the printer. I will get back to the printer later. And it says readout somewhere. Yeah, here it is, readout. And the readout is working by counting. So all it's doing is counting up or counting down the number of pulses you want to read out. I see we got some corrosion going on as well. And then you can of course print out that number. So that was the printout unit. Here is the power supply and control switches of whatever. Look at that. And here is of course the 2 wires to battery in, battery out, or something like that. This goes to the power switch, and obviously something happened, and then they overloaded the tracks. Nicely repaired, huh? And this board here handles measurements from the sensor, I bet, because we got some analog comparators. They look a little bit like op amps, but that is comparators. And you see, here is a blown up plastic styroflex or something like that, a capacitor. And it's very, very rare to see those blown up like that, probably by over voltage. So yeah, that explains why everything here is completely dead. This one is of course also blown up by a spark over or something like that, right? I want you to see some, again, the layout again is just absolutely fantastic. Look at the way the tracks are made here. I totally love it. I'm doing PCB layout for a living, so I find it really, really funny to look at circuit board layouts, especially in the old days when it was a real hard job. You can imagine doing this before CAD. I forgot to talk about exactly this part of the power supply board. Look at the layout here. Isn't that just funny? And I think there's a good explanation for this, because they tried to make room for something that just didn't go into the design for whatever reason. And this explains the funny tracks. And it's just impossible to do cleanup. It's manual work. And well, the tracks, they are connected, so who cares? Yeah, you gotta love that one. tons of connectors, and down here is the LEMO connector for the sensor. And yes, there is a spring. Why is this focus problem? Oh man, I'm trying to make it focus down there. Thank you. And see, the wires I was talking about, they are soldered to the connectors here on the back for battery power. So that's what they did. Obviously, everything here is wire wrapped. How funny. I was really looking forward to show you the printer unit. It is absolutely wonderful. So here's of course the readout of the values. Oh, can I show you this? Yeah, 4 digits. And then it says here it's 12 volts and it can do 10 pulses per second. And that's of course up, down, reset and stuff like that will be the features. And see, we got some solenoids down here that will activate the printing, because you can see here is a little rubber stamper that hammers to the paper. And then we got a copy of the numbers down here, and see this one hammers here. And, oh, see, every time it does that, it even forward feed the. How about if I push this real hard up here and push, and again, can we see? Yeah, we can see the numbers. I press them into the paper, but we don't see any we don't see any numbers. Really nice, because of course there's no more ink left on this ink stripe. But that is how this printer is working. I'll try not to break it, because I think it's really cute, this unit. Oh, what is that? What the heck? I did not expect that. I didn't look at that side yet. What is that? You got a little tweezer to tweezy, and you got 2 different types. One is dirty, one is clean. Really? So what is the explanation for that? This shows that, this is because you need to poke around with this ink band, and then it shows how to do that, and then you cut the paper and la 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 la. But isn't that funny to see little tweezers hidden here? I mean, what the heck? 2 of them. Oh, that is so funny. So what is this doing? Here is the... this is probably... this is the forward for the ink, and then it goes in here. I really don't want to touch this, but let's do... Yeah, okay. It is completely dry and fine, see? I see a little bit of ink here and there, so I thought it could be real nasty, but it is not. Maybe there is a way to show you the copy of the numbers, because we have some real wheels that combine, that kind of copy. This is the readout values, and they are also down here somehow, but I don't know how to get down there, but you have to trust me on that one. Anyways, I feel we are at the end of this funny looking unit. I hope you had a little bit of fun anyways. Please like and subscribe and tell all your friends. This way I will make you some more cool videos. Bye for now. See you.